What is up, everybody? nicklegostava here, coming at you with the review slash comparison of Transformers Studio Series 86 Grimlock and Transformers Power of the Primes BMB Grimlock. Now you'll notice that these are both leader class figures. This is an oversized scale figure, and this is just a regular retail figure. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Right off the bat, the Studio Series 86 Grimlock has this panel over the Autobot symbol. I think the panel is a little darker than it should be. I know this is more of G1 toy accuracy than animation model accuracy, as I did have the 3 original Dinobot G1 toys before I sold all my Transformers in 2017. But this right here, that kind of just makes me prefer this chest on the Power of the Primes more than the Studio Series 86. Just that part. I kind of wish there was a way to pop that off, or they used a lighter color plastic like they showed on the back of the box so you could more easily see the symbol. I really wish they did that, like yellow translucent plastic or just a lighter shade, because that's just the main gripe I have right off the bat with that. But other than that, it is a great figure. I mean, you can obviously see the legs are better on this one. They have the colored detail, which the original non-BMB Power of the Primes had the more G1 accurate stickers. I do plan to paint these colors on there, possibly. Or now that I have the Studio Series 86, I might just leave that as it is. But other than that, there's no mold changes to the Power of the Primes, other than they're more comparable in size than a Voyager versus a Leader class. But also with this, I already put the Repro label right there, but that's the only Autobot symbol on the Power of the Primes overscaled figure. And just going around these figures, you can really see that they've done pretty similar things in transformation in terms of the backpack. You know, that's usually how it goes. The dinosaur head folds up on the back, these wings fold out. But that is how it looked in the animation as well, having the wings in the back, so it's also accurate. And you will notice that the Studio Series 86 comes with this little wheelie figure. Now, this is it's disappointing, not only because it doesn't transform. I'd be fine with that if they at least gave him knees. Like, if they let him be able to stand. He can't even stand on his own. He's more of just an accessory to Grimlock. He doesn't have bendable elbows. He just has a ball joint in each side just to kind of get him in this pose only, sitting on Grimlock. And I don't know. It's just they could have added 4 more pins in this guy to give him knees and elbows, and that would have been great. It would have been a nice little throw-in, but for that, that's kind of disappointing that it can only be in that one stance. Hopefully that wasn't out of focus the whole time. I'm really sorry if it was, but let's pop off these guns. And I am going to show both of these in their dinosaur modes, as well as a bunch of size comparisons for both of them as well. But just popping these off here. That leaf blower, of course, right when I do a video, somebody has to get out a leaf blower. That's just what has to happen, right? So here's their weapons compared. This is, of course, the winner here, the Studio Series 86 weapon. And this one is just kind of I mean, it's better than nothing, but hey, this is more Grimlock weapon right there. So here's them without their accessories. Let's get them close up here. I can't see the camera when I'm like moving up close to the figures because it's so far back, so I can show both figures at the same time. And when I make these videos, I'm sitting on the floor. But how the wrist is here, it's kind of better because now you have these bigger toes for the dinosaur mode kind of off, and you have to push them down over the hands if you want them to be kind of out of the way. So that's that. The biggest complaint with the Power of the Primes one was the dinosaur leg having the connector pin for Volcanicus, or is that what it's called? Volcanicus, maybe I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, for that mode. And he has spikes on his hands. The Studio Series 86 has just regular looking hands. But all in all, these are both good figures. My main gripe with this one is the waist right here it does not go in securely It does not want to stay tabbed in properly at all times. But you will see, I mean, these are, if you got the oversized one, that's still a good option if you're not able to get the Studio Series 86. I just walked into Walmart. There was literally only like 4 Transformers left on the shelf, and this was one of them. I was like, all right, I guess I'm getting Studio Series 86 Grimlock. But also the visors. This visor is red, and this visor is blue. So you have that difference. More of a, I think the toy had the red visor, and then the animation model had the blue visor. But just another detail there. The painting, there's a little bit of painting on the shoulder here. No paint on the shoulder there. And the gold stands out more here. I know on the original Power of the Primes toy, it was clear plastic with gold painting on the back, where this is just gold plastic instead of that. But yeah, I like the legs more on this, but I like the torso more on this. Mostly just because this plastic is a little too dark. You can't really see the Autobot symbol in there unless you're in really good lighting. And who knows? I don't know. Maybe if they just didn't do faulty advertising and show you it different on the back of the box and just did it how they do it on the box. Except for that clear plastic on the neck of the dinosaur mode, which I'm babbling. Let's get him into dinosaur mode. Let's see if I can do this in camera. If not, I will do a jump cut. Wait. Size comparisons first. Earthrise Optimus Prime. Kingdom Warpath. And Alicon from Earthrise, which I'm surprised it didn't come out in the Studio Series 86 line. There's probably a lot of crossover there where they were just like, which line are we going to put this in? And they just decided on Earthrise and Kingdom and stuff. And then I do have another oversized Dinobot here. Let's just move the Alicon out of the way. Here is what the Studio Series 86 Grimlock looks like with the BMB swoop here. So that's still, I mean, since these are pretty close in size, that still looks good as well with that. So if you wanted to have the Studio Series 86 with your Power of the Primes, either if it wasn't oversized, it's just the smaller versions of them. But yeah, there's that size comparisons out of the way. Oh wait, and here's Johnny. That's what he's looking like with a Lego minifigure. But let's get him into dinosaur mode. Now, I have not transformed him yet, so let's see if we can figure that out. If not, I will put a chump cut there, and you won't be seeing this, but maybe you will be seeing this. Maybe I'll be able to get it. I'll be able to get it good. Got it good. Oh, look at this hinge. Look at this hinge. This hinges before I'm supposed to hinge that, all right? All right. Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And then you flip this out. Other figures that I would like to see in the Studio Series 86 line, I would really like to see Blaster as well as his minions. I would like to see Perceptor for sure, because we have not gotten a Perceptor in Kingdom or Earthrise or any of that, or Siege. So Perceptor, Blaster, and Trax wasn't in the 86 movie, but I'd like to see him in Kingdom at least. What other 86 characters do we not have? I'd like to see a Springer re-release because without the battle damage. I also wasn't able to get the Siege one, so it would be nice to have another opportunity to get Springer and just have him without the battle damage on him. That would be nice. I want to say this hinges down. Yes. This is seeming like it's not going to be too bad. It's seeming like it's going to be pretty quick. I'll be able to get him done in this section, and then I'll probably have to piece the clips together because I'm running out of time here. But wait, oh, his head is on a hinge that flips down. All right. There you go. There he is in Dino mode almost. I'm going to have to piece these clips together. I'll have everything cleaned up when I do that. But there's that. There he Let's clean this up and get into the next cut. All right, now I have them both transformed into Dino mode. And right off the bat, something I noticed was the screw marks right on the dinosaur head on the Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And the power of the primes having the nice, clean head look right there. That's something that stood out to me right away. And the problems with the BMB that I had, you might not have this problem. Tabbing in this part was kind of hard. You have to tab it into the back of the legs and tab it in there. So it's the same transformation on the Power of the Primes, probably less finicky because it's not a BMB figure. But yeah, so there's that. But overall, these are both good again. Again, both of them are good. The main annoyance is the screw holes on the other side of the head. I mean, if you have them displayed on that angle, you'd be fine. But this one, either side, either angle, you don't have the big screw marks in the head. But you also don't have the pins on this one. So it's like, it's a give or take. The pins don't really annoy me very much, but the screws on the side of the head right there, I wish they could have found some way around that. But overall, I mean, most people complained about this for the connection point for the combiner version of the Dinobots, but that doesn't really bother me all that much. But the back here, you can see this one, I would say the Studio Series 86 cleans up better. And also WHEELIE, is that his name? I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to like second guess myself, but WHEELIE can kind of, I think he's supposed to peg on there in some way. I thought this little circle peg had somewhere to peg on up there, but I don't know. We'll figure that out at some other point. But yeah, this one doesn't clean up as well on the back as this one. So, and if you're trying to go for only Hasbro like figures, the Studio Series 86 is definitely the way to go, because if you can't get the overscaled version of this, then it's too small. A Voyager for the Dinobot Leader Grimlock is just too small. But yeah, the arms are bigger. They also have an elbow joint. The Power of the Primes does not have an elbow joint on the dinosaur arms. And I think that this ball joint, it has a little bit more range of motion. This can go fully down because it has the little notch there. You can angle them down a little more, but other than that, it's pretty comparable. And I'm glad they didn't use the clear plastic here for the neck. They just used, well, maybe it's clear plastic and they painted it, but at least they didn't use the clear plastic like they did on the box. That's the one positive that's not on the box, or that is on the box that's not on the figure. But yeah, there they are in dyno modes. Let's get some comparisons in dyno modes. I did also transform the Alicon. I did transform Swoop. And I do have Hot Rod as well. Let's see if that's all in frame. It is. Let's move the Power of the Primes back. Let's put this Swoop next to the Studio Series 86, because we don't have the rest of the Dinobots. They weren't in the 86 movie, just Grimlock, but it does scale well with all that stuff as well. Looking good. But I don't know, which one am I going to display? Because I'm going to have one in Dino mode and one in Robot mode. I'm thinking I'm going to display, I mean, it's still a tie. It's like a matchup there for me as well, because this has the better Robot mode legs, but this has the better Robot mode chest, in my opinion, because it doesn't have the dark part covering the Autobot symbol. So it's, I don't know. I have to decide which one I'm going to have in Dino mode and which one I'm going to have in Robot mode. But I really wish that I was able to get the Studio Series 86 Jazz as well as Cup. I really hope I can find them soon. I'm probably going to go store hunting again today, possibly. I was supposed to go to more stores again yesterday, but the person in another town, I was going to buy something on OfferUp. I was also going to line it up to where I could go to some stores in that town and see if they had it, but they weren't responding, so I wasn't going to make a trip all the way up there if I'm not going to get multiple things done. But there's my review / comparison of the two more G1 style Dinobots here. Just for comparison, making your choice on which one you're going to have in your collection, as well as just a nice comparison of the Dinobots. So if you're new, watch other videos, decide if you want to subscribe, and be sure to drop a like if you like the video. Helps out a lot. As well as check out my Transformer review playlist. Many different kinds of content coming to the channel. Transformers, Legos, Hot Wheels, stop motions, reviews, all kinds of stuff. Stuff for everyone. So have a great one. Peace. Bye-bye.